So, I've been trying not to make this video, but I need to make this video. As of today, December 11, I should have listened to the guy who has recently bought Mint Mobile. Can't at the moment remember his name. I just remember that he was in a lot of good movies and I really enjoyed his acting. So I had a phone with T-Mobile. I've been having issues with the Google Pixel series for a long time, and I've been paying mercilessly $100 or so a month for 4 or 5 years now. And because of COVID and the way things have gone, I don't know. There's been some rough patches, and everything went up. And it went up to a point that you just can't afford it. And so you turn off your service and you do what anyone else does, you change services. And I changed services. Now let me prompt that T-Mobile had never really wronged me until they started deciding that my payments were now $400 a month for the exact same phones that I had been using and had already paid for in cash, for the exact same service with the exact same everything. Nothing was supposed to be changed. Nothing was added. The Google Pixel phones were crap. Anywho, I should have went with the better option and went to Mint Mobile. I left and went to Total by Verizon Wireless because it was on the Black Friday sale at Target. We were trying to get a phone that was going to be completely free with 2 months of activation. The Target we went to goes, "Oh, we're not a super Target, so we can't do that." There was no little anything in the Black Friday sales ad about it. There was nothing. It just says, "Hey, this is what's available at Target." And we were at a Target, the only Target that we know of, and it was a full-size Target. Didn't feel like there was anything any bigger than that one, but apparently not. So I grabbed this. It's a Motorola G phone, and it is with Verizon Wireless through their Truly, but when you turn it on, it says track phone. So it doesn't know what it is. And apparently they don't either, because every time I've called them, I've had to argue with them about every little thing about the phone. It is in fact a Moto G. That number, the IMED number, is in fact tied to the Moto G. The phone number that was on this phone changed 3 times. And all of this is just afterthought. So let me give you a little backstory about what's actually wrong here. Okay, so I got it on Black Friday. You've set up a new phone, right? We've all set up a new phone by now. We've tried the pay-as-you-goes. We were all growing up during the age of flip phones, and texts were like 2 cents per letter, and we learned to use TXT instead of TEXT, and a smiley face instead of, "Oh my God, I'm smiling," or ROTFLOL was a thing because rolling on the floor laughing would have cost you a lot of money. Way back before smartphones and emojis, we'd all set up a pay-as-you-go phone with a card. It's something that is so ubiquitous to us now that we know them. I grew up with call after 9 because that's when the phone calls are free. And So this phone, got home, set up the number, set up the SIM card, set up the phone with my account from my old phone for all of my apps, and no service. So I wonder what's going on here. No service. 3 days, no service. Reached out to customer support on the second day. Didn't get anybody. Couldn't get past the computer. So the third day, got to work through a fit with it. When I got home, I did not stop till I got my hands on a customer service representative. And it took an hour and a half to get a Verizon Wireless truly representative. And they were determined that they were not interested in anything that was going on with this phone. But I made it known I was not going anywhere. I was furious. I was angry. I would show up at a Verizon Wireless store. So they did some updates on my phone, to my phone, and it got data. It got text messages. It got calls. I had paid $30 for the whole month plan, unlimited everything. And I got 8 hours of connectivity from when I went to bed to when I woke up the next morning, which was about 7 hours. So I had an hour that I used it before I got to work and discovered it stopped working again. No, it didn't need another update. It decided to do this. No SIM card. Emergency calls only. No SIM card. It's hard to read from there, but trust me, that's what it says. So, I tried everything. I cleaned the inside of the phone with contact cleaner. I cleaned the SIM card with contact cleaner. I took the card out, put the card back in, took the card out, turned the phone off, turned the phone back on, put the card back in, turned it off, let it charge 100%, turned it on, put the card back in, take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in, make sure it's in the right way. I did everything I could do, and YouTube did, to make sure. And YouTube showed that with the Moto G, you can turn off the SIM card app, clear the cache for it, and restart the phone, and it'll work. Did not solve my problem. So, I called and called and called and texted and emailed, and I did everything I could to get a hold of somebody. And after about 2 more days of not having any customer support, I ended up arguing with numerous people who were telling me there was nothing wrong from their end. And I'm expressing to them, I can't make calls, I can't receive calls, I can't send texts, I can't receive texts, I have no data, no service. And they finally decide, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. You're going to take the SIM card out, put it back in. Gee, I hadn't thought of that. Didn't work. Anywho, I had to do this little riggedy roll for about 3 or 4 different customer service representatives before they decided, okay, we'll send you a new SIM card. And I said, thank you, because this is ridiculous. They send me a new SIM card. I didn't get it. And I didn't get it. And I didn't get it. And I didn't get it. For, well, today's the 11th, right? I didn't get it till the 10th. I got it on the 10th. Mind you, I bought everything during Black Friday, November. Not Yeah, Black Friday. They got the new SIM card in. I went through all the hell to get the SIM card set up and started. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Don't look at that just yet. It worked! Long enough for me to know, okay, it's at 12%. I need to go plug the phone in and charge it. I go to look at it to make sure that it's charging. A couple of minutes later, the SIM card has stopped working. So it's not the SIM cards, it's the phone. The phone is fucked. Well, when I called them and asked them to fix my SIM card and set it up, I asked them if they could do me the favor of, they had not been able to provide me the service I paid for, and I had lost 2 weeks of service. Please grant me 2 weeks of service to cover the 2 weeks I've lost. And that's not what they heard. They said, so to give you a refund, we're going to have to send you to somebody else. And I said, I'm not looking a refund. I want 2 extra weeks of service that I had paid for because I've already used the pay-as-you-go card and it started my days of service and I haven't been able to use any of my service. And every bit of this has been a nightmare. We're gonna send you to a refund specialist. So they do. And the refund specialist said, you're going to have to get your money back from Target. It's been almost a month. And pay-as-you-go phones are notoriously famous for, if you get the wrong card, you're screwed. You do not get the wrong pay-as-you-go card because you will not get your money back. That's not how that works. See, the companies that are selling the cards don't make a profit off the cards. The money goes immediately to whoever the card is for. Verizon Wireless got the $30 from my pay-as-you-go phone practically instantly. Target's didn't have any of that money. And it wasn't Target's responsibility to give me a refund. And Target's would tell me in a heartbeat, no. I told them, that's fine. That's fine. I'd let people know, okay, that y'all are not willing to work with someone that your service has failed, your company has failed, your SIM card has failed. You guys messed up, not Target's. You guys. I didn't mess up. I bought the right card and the right phone. I trusted Verizon Wireless. And they stole from me. And at this time, we didn't realize that the phone was the problem. But now that the phone and the SIM card have meshed for long enough that the SIM card doesn't want to work anymore, it suggests that the phone is blowing the SIM cards. Just the card is not faulty, not two of them. The phone is causing the problem. I have enough intellect to know this. And I dare not call Verizon Wireless back and get angry again when they say, take the phone back to Target's. I don't have the receipt anymore. I wasn't worried about the phone. I didn't realize the phone could be that shit. At least the Google Pixels made phone calls when they weren't overheating. I don't know what a Mint Mobile phone looks like. I don't know if it's all the same phones or not. I don't know. But I should have went with Mint Mobile. And you better believe I'm going to Mint Mobile just as soon as I figure out where I can get a Mint Mobile phone from. I'm going to be looking up that Ryan Reynolds dude on some form of social media and try to catch on to where they're selling these phones. Because that's actually cheaper than what I paid to be lied to and not have any service whatsoever. The whole time I've had this phone, no one has gotten a text from me. No one has gotten a phone call from me. Because for the fleeting amount of time I've had the service, I've either been asleep or at work. And therefore not on my phone. And therefore, they've taken a $30 phone plan from me. Pure money for them. And they've taken this $80-ish phone and handed me shit for my money. This phone cannot play any basic games. It won't do Duel Masters. It won't do any kind of PlayStation 1 emulators or any of those things. It can't bear, it struggles to run Facebook and crashes. So why would I want this? At the very least, I thought, well, I'll save it and keep it until the SIM card comes in, and I'll use it as a tablet until the SIM card comes in. Well, my buddy at work tells me, just restart the phone, do a factory reset, the SIM card should fix itself. When I took the SIM card out to do the factory reset, it wasn't reading the card when it came back up, and it bricked the phone. So this time, with the bad SIM card in it, if I take the SIM card out for any reason, or if it decides the SIM card's not there, or if it gets factory restored, it will brick again. So if I want to use this as a texting thing, I have to be on Wi-Fi. And use Text Plus, the texting app with the Wi-Fi. They give you a number in order to send a text message to anyone. And I have to do so while I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi that I don't have when I'm riding my bike down the street, or my motorbike down the street, or my van down the street. And therefore, if I get hit by somebody, or if I get, tripped off my bike, or if I have a motor problem on my motorbike, and I am stranded, I am absolutely up shit's creek, even though I have Verizon Wireless. Thank God for that Verizon Wireless. Fucking cunts, man. I do not understand. And I wish somebody could explain to me why it's fair for a multi-trillion-dollar company to lie to people and just rip them off this way blatantly with no respect. It should not be tolerated. I'm going to Mint Mobile. And just in case this doesn't make it big enough, I'm asking anyone and everyone that sees this video to share it. Because I'm trying to help you, I'm trying to help me. Everyone should know, don't let Verizon Wireless do you like this. Don't let the big companies do you this way. From the way I see it, Ryan Reynolds is actually putting his name out there and his face out there on the front of his company. I have complete faith that man knows if he has a bad product, people are going to tell. People are going to know. And he's going to look bad. So I should have done the right thing in the first place and bought from Mint Mobile. Because he's got pride in his company. Verizon Wireless doesn't have a face. They don't want to have a face. If they had a face, they couldn't lie to you. Don't fall for it. Go to Mint Mobile. Move with me to Mint Mobile. See each other on the Mint Mobile side. Have a great day. And also, as far as Honest Tool Reviews goes, there's some more tool reviews coming just as soon as they can get uploaded. I'm just pushing this one to the head priority because this has to be said. I'm done tolerating the bullshit from these big companies, man. Have a great night.